Jerusalem Talmud Yomi, Tractate Orlah, Chapter 3, Mishnah 1, Part 1. The Mishnah says, Beged shetzav'o beklipe Orlah yidalek. Cloth dyed with Orlah shells should be burned. If it became mixed up with others, all should be burned, the words of Rabbi Meir. But the sages said, it should be lifted by 1 in 200. Ya'aleh be'echad u'masayim. I'm not sure, that seems kind of cryptic. It should be lifted by 1 in 200. I guess if it was 1 in 200, then it's fine. It's batal. It's nullified. Halacha. Cloth dyed with Orlah shells should be burned. It is written in Leviticus 19:23, you shall treat its foreskin with its fruit as foreskin. Some Tanaim state what is close to the fruit. Some Tanaim state what envelops the fruit. He who says what envelops the fruit understands shells and pits. He who says what is close to the fruit understands shells but not pits. From where do we know pits? You must finally conclude that its fruit means whatever touches its fruit. Some want to understand it from here. You shall eat its foreskin with its fruit as foreskin. Anything which envelops its fruit or its fruit envelops it. Rabbi Abahu in the name of Rabbi Elazar. And in the Hebrew it's just written Rabbi Lazar. In Yerushalmi that's typical to just write Lazar instead of Elazar. For it is written, everywhere it is written, do not eat. Do not eat, or shall not be eaten. You understand a prohibition of, here's a word, I'm not sure what this means, usufruct? Prohibition of usufruct. Maybe that's Orlah. Usufruct. I mean, I guess benefit. Include the prohibition of eating. Unless the verse comes and explains to you, as it did explain about limbs of a living animal and a carcass. What did it explain about limbs of a living animal? Exodus 22:30, flesh torn in the field you shall not eat. And what did it explain about a carcass? Deuteronomy 14:21, do not eat any carcass. So the sojourner in your gates, you shall give it. To the sojourner in your gates you shall give it, and he may eat it. Chezkiah stated a disagreement. What does one forbid to the dog? But is it not written in Leviticus 7:23, any fat of cattle, sheep or goats you shall not eat? Do you not have to understand the prohibition of haniah? Haniah, I guess, means hana'ah. It seems to me like it's benefit. The prohibition of benefit from the prohibition of eating. There's a difference. For it is written in Leviticus 7:24, but fat of a carcass and fat of a torn animal. But it is not written in Deuteronomy 12:16, only the blood. Is it not written only the blood? There's a difference. For it is written, you shall pour it on the ground like water. Since water is permitted for use, so blood is permitted for use. But it is not written, is it not written in Genesis 32:33, therefore the children of Israel do not eat the sinew of the sciatic muscle? Rabbi Bahu said, I explained it by the sinew of a carcass or a torn animal, but it is not written. Is it not written in Leviticus 23:14, bread, parched or fresh grains you shall not eat? Rabbi Abba Mari, the brother of Rabbi Yossi, said, there is a difference since the verse fixed a time for it. But is it not written in Leviticus 11:42, do not eat them, for they are abominations? Rabbi Mana said, that excludes the prohibition of usufruct. I gotta look up that word usufruct. Usufruct. Anyway, we'll stop here for now.